In football, every game means more during the playoffs, and you can start your own personal playoffs on Underdog, where you could cash in on touchdowns, interceptions, yards, or more. All you have to do is pick higher or lower, and you could take home up to 1,000 times your money if you get your picks right. It's that simple. Millions of fans have already won billions of dollars making picks. Sign up for Underdog today using promo code ENDZONE, and you'll get a free pick as part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, that's promo code ENDZONE. Must be 18 years or older. 19 years or older in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 years or older in Colorado for some games. 21 years or older in Massachusetts and Arizona. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
This is a Fatal 4 podcast. It's the Didn't Get All of It Year-End Awards. Worst Men's Wrestler of the Year.
By far the worst music.
I think it's very fitting. For the worst categories, this was a tricky one for me because there's some real stinkers out there. But I think the one that stinks the most, and this is how I've done this before on previous shows, if you're in a prominent position, that makes your stinkiness even more prominent. And considering the placement on the card for Solo Sikoa, guarantees him this spot. This man actually used to be a fine performer, but he's in no way ready for the spot that he is in. And when he had the bloodline taint attached to him, this is not the guy that wrestled the dude from Tien Sha or whatever in NXT in that street fight that was awesome. This is how can I do Roman but worse at every step of the way. And I don't see a good future for Solo Sikoa. I think it helps that he's in the bloodline, but big yikes to this fella. I almost went with MJF, but I don't have enough content in my repertoire to back up that claim, though he has been he's had a stinky year. Solo Sikoa is easily my worst wrestler of the year.
That is a valid pick. And I agree with Paul's criteria here. Because I could go to my local shindy and pick 2 or 3 guys there that have a horrible match and be like, yeah, that's the worst wrestler of the year. But what does that matter? Right. So, it's about position in the card and relevancy and all these other things, in relation to how bad they are. So, my pick is very easy. It's going to go to someone who has, I think, single-handedly removed all interest in an entire company for me. And that's Jon Moxley.
Jesus. Nice.
This guy stinks, folks.
Good night.
He's terrible. His championship run, ever since he returned and formed this Death Riders group, has been an absolute snooze fest. His promos are nonsensical. Like, oh, this is my company, I'm taking it back. What are you taking back? The company's been the same for 5 years. There's nothing new here. There's nothing groundbreaking. His matches are boring. They're formulaic. Completely just a shell of his former self. Dean Ambrose was fantastic. One of the best in the world. Jon Moxley is garbage. He's the worst wrestler of 2024.
That hurts to hear.
Hurts to watch too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to pick probably an obvious one. The internet's punching bag for most of this year, and that is Tongaloa.
How
Really,
dare you talk about Japanese legend Tongaloa, my avatar for this group chat?
I was typing Ricochet.
Oof. He's the current punching bag, not all of this year, because he did some cool stuff earlier this year. But right now, yeesh. But yeah, Tongaloa just really, just like any spot you give him, he pretty much fucks it up every single time. This group already didn't have a lot of legible, credibility. That's the word I was looking for. And you can blame a lot of that on Solo, like Paul did. But
I will.
I feel
Remember
like
when they won the tag titles though, and then he was not capable of defending him and immediately gave the belt to someone else. What has he done?
Nothing except fuck everything up.
This is a what do you do here conversation that needs to take place.
What? Yeah.
This
So
is
like,
easy.
wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Sorry, Tongaloa.
You are justified in your pick, sir. But I got some bad news for you, gentlemen.
He doesn't wrestle, he does commentary.
What, Excalibur?
You cannot give it to Wade Barrett.
No. Come on now, you know who I'm finna pick.
Oh yeah, man.
You know what? Oddly enough, it's not him.
Can't pick him, he didn't wrestle.
He does one thing that I don't like. But a lot of you would think that my worst wrestler of the year would be Chris Jericho. You would be right in your assumption, but it is not. My pick for worst male wrestler of the year is Adam Cole, baby.
Ooh.
That dude can kiss all the cheeks. I don't care what he does. He is a shell of him former self. Matter of fact, if you
push him
peruse
too
back-
hard enough, he'll break like a shell.
Well, yeah, and if you go back to previous audio, if you can find it, of a thing that we might have done before this illustrious podcast, I have said many times that I don't like Adam Cole. I mean, I understand what he does for a company business-wise at the time, but I do not like Adam Cole. And this is vindication. This dude fucking sucks. His moveset now, in hindsight, is fucking stupid compared to all the shit that we get on a weekly basis. Especially when you got Will Ospreay walking this earth, goddamn Darby Allin on the same roster, and
Pat McAfee.
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh.
I'm talking about this roster. Please
Well,
calm
Pat
down.
McAfee
Cool
whooped
your
his
jets.
ass
Cool your
doing
jets.
NXT.
Just I can go on and on and on. You know, I talk shit about Jericho because it's fun for me, and he's old as fuck. I mean, he's an old ass man, but Adam Cole is a young man relatively in comparison, and I'm just disappointed. And that's sad. That's like, you know, for those of you who have kids or like nieces, nephews, little young cousins or anything like that, that's probably one of the worst things you can do is say you're disappointed in them.
Well, we're doing a disappointed award soon.
Well, you know, I might be doing spoilers, but Adam Cole is my pick.
All right. Well, thankfully for Adam Cole, he can't win this next category. Didn't get all of it and want to hear the rest? Sign up at patreon.com/Fatal4Pod for the $3 a month Fatal 4 Discord tier and hear the rest of Didn't Get All of It Year-End Awards Worst of 2024. Want even more content? The $5 a month Fatal 4 Plus tier gets you all the ad-free episodes and Discord access as the Fatal 4 Discord, plus bonus episodes every month, including the 2024 Year in Review podcast coming later this week, featuring the Fatal Four and Will Housel and Kaz from Didn't Get All of It Japan, talking all about 2024. Support the pod by signing up today. We'll see you in the Discord.
You've been listening to a Fatal 4 podcast. Subscribe today wherever you get your podcasts and visit fatal4pod.com for more episodes, merchandise, and info on the Patreon.
In football, every game means more during the playoffs, and you can start your own personal playoffs on Underdog, where you could cash in on touchdowns, interceptions, yards, or more. All you have to do is pick higher or lower, and you could take home up to 1,000 times your money if you get your picks right. It's that simple. Millions of fans have already won billions of dollars making picks. Sign up for Underdog today using promo code ENDZONE, and you'll get a free pick as part of your first cash entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. Again, that's promo code ENDZONE. Must be 18 years or older. 19 years or older in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 years or older in Colorado for some games. 21 years or older in Massachusetts and Arizona. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.